Hey, what's up, everybody? It's gonna be my first look at the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk, the Amulet of Chaos. I hope I pronounced that right. This word here, I don't know. It's pretty. I don't know. Alright, so this is via PC Game Pass, and I'm gonna go ahead and start a new game. Let's do. There's two options here. It says new game and then new game the ruins. So, Limus. Just gonna do a new game. So I've never played this before. Okay, so we're gonna do whatever the standard thing is. Let's play. Let's see how this goes. Let's go forth, my companions. Tips. Archers will suffer penalties to their precision if their targets are too close or too far. Ooh. Hey, look, it's Hercules. Okay, so the game's loading.
But you shall not pass.
And that's for the undead.
From!
Sucks.
First chapter, a feeling of deja vu. The party advances. A steely-eyed ranger, a brutal barbarian, a ruthless ogre, a wizardess with fiery hair, an agile elf, a wily thief, a dwarf, well, you know, just a dwarf. Together they have just crossed into the terrible Dungeon of Naheulbeuk.
This dungeon's nothing to write home about.
Don't know what we'll find inside here, but it stinks.
That's easy. The ogre just took a dump 5 feet from the door.
I've got a strange feeling of deja vu.
Because of the ogre shit?
Have you been here before?
I feel like I'd know if I had.
Probably not. No one's ever got in here before.
By the way, what is our quest?
We must find the 12th statuette of Gladalfura.
A statuette?
It's written in the tablets of Skellis that only a one-legged gnome from the northern forest, dancing by the moonlight in the middle of 12 statuettes wrapped in ham. As I was saying, only a one-legged gnome shall open the gates of Zaralbak and thus accomplish the prophecy.
But what is this strange prophecy?
No idea. We're only in it for the gold. That's why we came here.
Yeah, and I knocked before coming in.
And I called you a half-wit.
Okay, let's all get along, okay? Let's focus on the statuette.
Do we have any idea where it's located?
Like every statuette, it's in a treasure room, guarded by a powerful warlock.
Battle!
Maybe his powers are even greater than mine.
Sounds about right. What kind of monsters live here?
So, if you look at the random encounter table, these are the monsters in this dungeon. Several kinds of undead, giant spiders, orcs, and goblins.
Hate goblins.
Underground trolls, warlocks, cursed knights, mutant rats, a bottle of oil, some toilet paper, 2 sponges, and ravioli.
I think you're also reading your shopping list. So no dragons, right?
Nah, well above our level, Cap. Anyway, let us go forth.
Alright, that was an interesting little intro there. Okay, so move the party around is easy. Just click anywhere on the ground with the left mouse button. You should also hold left mouse button to lead the party. You can swap between leaders by clicking on any character that you choose. The Barbarian. Right, so you can zoom in and out with the middle mouse button, scroll wheel, or you can rotate. Alright.
Halt! You arrived at a junction and must face 3 choices.
3 choices.
All those doors are closed and blocked off by a strange glowing seal.
Weird. And I'm having another deja vu.
Oh, shiny, pretty. Probably some kind of magic lock we have to dispel.
No way we're getting fucked over by some goddamn door. My cousin Klingly always says, if it's magic, hit it harder.
No, wait!
Bum, ba, bum.
you fucking more. Where are they? Shit! Hey! Dwarf! Elf! Dang it! Did everybody get lost but me?
Oh boy.
What was that noise?
Good, you now know the basics. Go forth into the dungeon. Alright.
Oh, damn it, an orc. And I'm alone, of course, I'm alone!
I'm alone!
This is the perfect opportunity to discuss the matter of combat, a crucial subject when adventuring in mysterious dungeons.
Open door! Gotta go! Me eats bad goat tripe!
No, I'm not done. Go away, you meanie.
Sounds like an elf. Anyway, be cool. He's alone. This shouldn't be a problem.
Alright, every character has 2 action points. They can perform an action and move once per turn. They can also move further by using both action points, sacrificing their action. This is a sprint. Orders is not a problem. That means you can move, then attack, or the opposite. Be careful. Some actions will end your turn even if your character still has 2 action points. Okay, so it says the orc is rather distracted. Move the ranger on one of the 3 tiles behind him. As you can see with this arc, the orientation of the character is important. Backstabbing gives higher precision and will do more damage. Orient yourself towards the orc to backstab. Time to attack. Select a melee in the action bar. Here you'll find an overview of the afflictions and status effects which can affect characters and their durations. You can also check this box, their dodge value, their protection value, and their level, and their threat level. Okay, here's the details of your precision. This is very important. As you can see, you have a positioning bonus because you're standing behind the enemy. However, if your attack succeeds, your enemy may still dodge or parry your blow. It's not just about having high precision. Attack the art and kick his booty.
Ah!
Oh, a lot of damage there. The orc is not feeling so good. Use T or the middle mouse button to get details of his afflictions. The orc is weakened. This means he is less effective now that he's all banged up. His precision and physical resistance and magical resistance are worse. These are the 3 weakness thresholds depending on the character's health. If the character's health bar changes color, this means they're weakened. This panel also allows you to detail afflictions which affect the character. Here is a penalty movement of -1 to the movement for duration of 2 turns. Right.
Ha! Take this, chicken shit!
Victory! At the end of a combat, all characters gain some experience. They gain a baseline share of having participated to the combat and a vary amount depending on their actions or their luck. A character who goes unconscious during penalty will suffer a small penalty to their experience gain. The ranger has lost some of his health. Heal him by giving him a potion or with the party heal button. Health does not regenerate between battles, so you would have to make sure to heal your wounds after battle. Heal everyone.
Well, it tastes bad. Reminds me of my granny's soup.
Great, now you can click back and move on.
Hooray! You saved me!
This is... yeah, he's... I mean, they're gone.
There were more than one?
So many I couldn't even count them. But I killed one, which sent them all running. Are you all right?
It was horrible. I found myself in these disgusting toilets. But where are the others? What's going on?
It's because of that moronic dwarf. He must have triggered a magic trap. The whole party's been scattered around this floor. We need to find them.
How about we don't find the dwarf?
No, we'll need his axe if there are other orcs.
Don't you think you could handle them by yourself?
Yeah, that's... even the greatest heroes have their limits. Anyway, let's not hang around here.
Experience all heroes. Alright. Here we go. Can I do anything there? No secrets over here? Alright. Onward! Open.
Ah, here's the thief.
Yippee! Plus, he's not the dwarf.
Silence. You'll get us spotted. There are orcs in this room, and they've got bows and arrows.
We need to devise a plan.
Okay, I got a plan. You attack them while I stand guard, just in case somebody ambushes us.
Sounds like something a coward would say to avoid a fight.
Absolutely not. It's very rational behavior.
I've got a bow, too. I can shoot arrows.
Yikes! Another good reason to take cover. When you're behind an obstacle, you're less likely to get hit.
Oh.
Even by friendly fire.
Well, got no choice if we want to move ahead. We got to get rid of those orcs. How many are there?
I can only see one of them right now, but the others must be close.
I got you. A group of one. I hate people who make a fuss over nothing.
When fighting alone, charging head-on is fine. But when in a group, a battle must be planned. Careful positioning can save you from crushing defeats.
Alright, during the planning phase, you can deploy your characters before combat starts. You can position your characters in the highlighted area. Movements doesn't cost action points during... Alright. Still, we're holding your hand as if it's your first time. Select the elf who's out of cover. Take her... Have her take cover on the highlighted tile to protect her. Full cover can protect you from range attack. They give your opponent 50% penalty to their precision. Now select the ranger. Have him take cover 2. Hiding behind half cover will not fully protect you from range attack, but the attacker will suffer 25% penalty precision. Now select the thief. Position the thief on one of the highlighted tiles so that he's protected from range attacks and can sneak up on the park. Alright, go there. Here's the order of action. Initiative is the rank depending on the character's courage. If their courage is equivalent or higher, the higher agility is prioritized than the level of the character. If the levels are the same, then it's up to chance. Click on the fight button whenever you're ready. Look out. The orc is in Overwatch, which means he will keep an eye in the area and will attack any enemy that enters it. Since he's not moved before going into Overwatch, he can make 2 Overwatch shots. If he had moved, he will only be able to make 1. The ranger could move forward, but this will get him shot by the orc in Overwatch. It's too dangerous. Time to talk about your ability to delay your turn. If the character has not used any action points, they can delay their turn to play at the end of the round. They will act at their normal initiative following the turn. It's a useful ability when you like to let another character, friend, or foe act before you do. Now delay the archer's turn. Right. Delay the ranger's turn. Let's click here. The thief is not the toughest or the bravest, but he can dish out lots of damage and interfere with your foe. Time to get rid of this orc's rubberized. Move over him to make his Overwatch area appear on the ground. This is the enemy's Overwatch area. If one character enters the area, they'll be shot by the Overwatch shot. A character who has entered Overwatch mode without moving can cast 2. If a character in Overwatch takes damage, or if another enemy right next to them, the Overwatch will be cancelled. During movements, you can set some waypoints by holding the left control and by pressing left mouse button. This will give you the ability to determine a specific path for your character instead of the suggested path. If movement area becomes orange, that means you will sprint. Sprint allows you to move further, but will consume both your action points and end your turn. Move your thief closer by setting waypoints to the highlighted tiles and cancel the arc's Overwatch. Alright, the elf is a former pony groomer. Grooming champion braided. Alright, whatever. She is the least bad character with a bow and has some support skills that can be quite useful. Mouse over the highlighted target tile. This will show you the aiming arcs to target the elves can shoot at. Aiming arcs enables you to preview which targets you can reach by mousing over the tile. The color of the arcs depend on your precision. Usually, characters cannot shoot if an enemy is in melee range, unless it is latter knocked over, stunned, or frozen. So move here, and then I guess shoot. First, select the standard range. Standard range attack.
Ah!
Charge. Now that the Ark's Vigilance has been cancelled, you can safely move the archer forward on the highlighted route. Great, now select your melee and mouse over the arc. Alright, now let's talk about support. This is a crucial mechanic. When your ally is oriented towards your target, like the thief here, they will provide you with their support. Usually support grants you a 5% bonus to precision. You can stack multiple supports, but only with melee attacks. Characters with high charisma will gain a higher bonus to their precision for every supporting character. Here the ranger has 9% bonus to precision instead of 5 thanks to his charisma. Finally, as support does not require an action, a character can support an attack even if they already taken their turn for this round. Keep that in mind when orienting your characters. Now you're done with support. Now you may attack the orc and benefit from the thief's support. Right.
Very nice hit.
Click. Attack opportunity. Wrong move. The orc just took 2 opportunity attacks to the face when fleeting. Each character controls 3 tiles in front of them. If an enemy leaves this area, they will be hit by an opportunity attack. This type of attack deals slightly less damage than normal attacks, but cannot be dodged or parried. It can still miss, however. Be mindful of opportunity attacks when planning your moves.
Oh!
End the combat to move on.
Glorious! I'm the best!
Critical hit. Victory. Look, the orc left his bow. Get your hands on the loot by clicking on Takeoff.
Woohoo! We won!
We did, thanks to my perfect planning. Let's keep going. The others can't be that far.
Experience. There's a door over there. Ooh, we got some loot. Alright, so definitely want to look around for loot. What is that? That's a chest behind some sort of a gate. There's some like hidden levers maybe somewhere. Activate. Bum ba bum. Alright, so there is some levers.
I'm not sure we should. It's not ours.
Alright, so we did get a ring. Quests, skill tree, inventory. How do we get into inventory? Alright, let me look at controls real quick. Keyboard and mouse. Exploration. Open inventory, I. Alright, so I'm pressing I and that's not working. So I guess you just can't do it yet. You gotta follow what the tutorial wants. Oh, there's something over here. Basic spells for basic wizards. Bracelets of minor arcane study. Oh look, it's our wizard friend.
Ah, finally, there you are.
Yeah, Well, we had to fight off hordes of orcs to get here.
Bloodthirsty and cunning orcs, mind you.
And you wouldn't believe the stink in those toilets.
You're losing me. He says he's stuck and can't open the gate.
Looks like some kind of pantry, but it's empty.
He says he only had a small bite.
I see. There must be some kind of mechanism somewhere.
Levers can be far from the mechanism they activate.
Alright, so it says investigate the room for a lever. Alright. You can use the tab to highlight stuff.
Here we go, it's open!
Aw, I'm happy too, buddy.
I'd have expected him to bend the bars.
He was too anxious to be on his own. Ogres are very sensitive.
All the cumbersome stuff the party finds usually ends up stashed in the ogre's bag, because he's the strongest. Since it's rather impractical to rummage through, we've come up with an interface for you.
Now, open the inventory to check the contents of the ogre's bag. Alright, so that's why I couldn't do it before. You had to do this. So we can press I for that. The ogre is the one who carries all your inventory, but each character has their own equipment. There's a weight limit to your inventory, so you can't just carry everything around with you. Look at the bow you found in your last combat, mouse over it to check its characteristics. You can read about the characteristics of a weapon in the highlighted area. All weapons share the same 4 stats, but some have magical properties. Dun, dun, dun. Damage. Damage range weapon. Most skills are based on the equipment. Equipped weapon damage. Precision, accuracy, critical chance, critical damage. Alright. It's pretty standard. Each character can be equipped with a main weapon and a secondary weapon. With the exception of Ogre and the Wizard, you only have one weapon slot. The Ranger can equip a bow as a secondary weapon. Equip the bow you just found with right-clicking or by dragging it to the secondary weapon slot. Okay. Ta-da! You can navigate between characters by clicking on their portraits. Look at the portraits of the orc is red. This means he suffers from an injury. Click on him. A character gets injured when they become unconscious during combat or take too much damage from a trap during exploration. Move the cursor over the ogre's injury to get more information. Injuries are permanent attribute penalties. They can be healed with specific consumables, bandages, first aid kits, or by resting in the tavern. You will suffer a penalty associated with the injury as long as it's not healed. If a character fails in combat again while still wounded, the injury will get worse, raising the corresponding penalty. There are 3 wound thresholds. Use a bandage from your inventory to heal this nasty-looking injury. To use a bandage, you can right-click on the regular objects or by click on the bandage. Click and drag the bandage using your left mouse button directly on the injury. Alright. Where's the bandage? There's a bandage. Look. Alright. Get back to the game with escape whenever you get ready. Alright. So we do have a book. This book belongs to the basic spells for basic wizard collection. It's covered in grease and smelly. Alright, so let's click on the lady to use this. don't know what the book is for. We did find a ring of intelligence. Let's put this on the girl. I think that's it for this. We get show attributes.
Do I have something to jot down
No,
some quick
stay
notes?
out of my pockets.
Well, I found some writing materials in his bag. I should be able to map the dungeon now.
The wizardess keeps the map updated. It's usually best to act as if you know where you're going, although I'm pretty used to most players fucking around by clicking haphazardly.
Alright, map and quest journal. The wizardess is in charge of the dungeon map in the quest journal. Open it to learn more.
So let's update the map.
The quest journal is on the left. Here you can not only find objects to your main quest, but also your secondary quest. The map is on the right. You can use it to get your bearings around the dungeon, and it will be updated throughout your progress.
I hear something. Someone's coming.
Go check it out.
Why should it be me? Rangers are usually the scouts.
Coward!
Yes, sir. It's a perfectly honorable life choice.
Ooh.
Time for lunch, guys! Come on! Grub time!
Intruders.
Let's eat them too!
Maybe I could go back to the inn to ask for help.
Shut up. We got no use for whips. You have to fight like everybody else.
Alright, so now that you've gathered some of your party, your characters have unlocked their first skills, which will prove useful to defeat these orcs. Begin combat by pressing fight. Alright, the ranger is the jack of all trades, range attacks, sports heals, and has lots of options. Select one of his tactical skills to learn more. Raises precision of all allies until the end of the combat. Only one tactic may be active at the same time. Raises parry and dodge chance of all allies until the end of the combat. Only one tactic can be active at the same time. Alright. Here's useful information about the skills. Every skill costs stamina and has a cooldown period. You'll gain back some of the stamina at the beginning of every turn. You can check the regen value by moving alright. The ranger at level 1 can use tactics. These skills can influence all of your allies no matter where they are on the map. Once activated, a tactic will stay active until the end of combat or until the ranger dies. Only one tactic can be active at any time. If you choose another, it will cancel the effects of the first one. Tactic charge is an offensive buff, while tactic defense maneuver is a defensive one. Select and use the tactic you wish to have during this battle. When your precision appears discolored, this means the skill cannot miss.
Hold your ground!
Alright. Now move your ranger to the highlighted tile. The orc is your most brutal character, however he is not accurate. This is why he could use some support from your other characters. Oh, and he doesn't really like wearing armor. The orc has a Andula Ugug skill in Ogrish, which means please mind my personal space. Get close to the orc in order to use it. Get closer to the orc. Alright, in order to use it. Alright, so you can push an enemy back 2 tiles. Since the ranger is oriented towards the The target, the orc, will also be targeted with an opportunity attack if he's pushed back. Attack the orc.
Magic not good.
Alright, the wizard is your area effect specialist. She is frail, but her powerful attacks can hit multiple enemies simultaneously. Some of her attacks can also inflict some powerful status effects like burning or frozen. Then there's an archer. First thing, let's take cover. There's an archer. First thing, take cover. At level 1, the wizardess has 2 spells under her belt: Cure Minor Worms and Formidable Liza's Whirlwind. Spell casts Astral Energy and also has a cooldown period. Alright, that's pretty much they want me to do this. Be careful where you cast it. Aim for the highlighted title so it can hit multiple orcs at the same time.
Toga, swala, bourgeoisa!
Alright, the thief's level 1 skill is the Sneaky Strike. This damage can dish out a lot of damage, but only if your target is facing away from you. Since there are no orcs in range facing away from you, delay your turn and let them act first. The elf is exposed. She's a frail character. Position her behind the wizardess to protect her from... Alright. Go there. The elf skill randomly hit up to 2 targets in a 2-tile radius. It might also hit your friends.
Take this, you meanie!
Backstab. Alright, finally the orc is vulnerable to your sneaky stat. Sneak up behind him. Alright, let's go there. Stab.
Death strikes down without a sound.
Now finish the combat as you see fit. Victory! Take off.
Wow, what a fight!
Still, those orcs weren't in fighting shape. I think they were running from something.
If that's the case, so should we.
Enough defeatism. Let's go. We still have to find the dwarf and the barbarian.
The dwarf, the barbarian. Uh-oh.
Come on, have a taste of my axe, you orc scum. There's one dwarf yet in this dungeon who still draws breath.
Yes, we'll kick your face in.
You're lucky we're here. You're in over your head.
Nothing's over my head. I'm tall for a dwarf.
Alright, your friends are in danger. The dwarf and barbarian are in a tough spot. You have to help them before they get overwhelmed. You can still access your inventory during the planning phase. Equip items, pick consumables, heal. Alright. This can be useful to analyze situation and devise a strategy. Alright. So this guy's injured. Does this work? Alright. Alright. I don't think we need to do that anyways. Now that your ranger is equipped with a secondary weapon, he has new tactical options. He can perform rage attacks. Play your turn as you see fit. Sprint? Oh shit, I don't want to do sprint. The barbarian is powerful, nimble warrior. He can move a little further than his companions, and he hits hard. However, his protection is rather low, and his precision is not that good. Alright, so he's going to do Steel Barrage. Nice. Another one bites the dust, leaving the spot. It's too dangerous now, as you're... Okay. Well, that's all I can do.
Oh!
Your enemies have skills too. Those knocks can knock you down. Although there's a chance to resist that thanks to your physical resistance, a knockdown character will skip their turn and it's easier to hit. Our dwarf is a noble descendant of Gully, such persistent adventure. He has enough hit points to endure a charge of a rapid patrol, but is rather slow. He loves heavy armor, shields, and gold coins. The dwarf is in trouble, weak and surrounded. He may very well die before the next turn if we leave him like this. Time to talk about defensive stance. It's a skill that all your characters know. Select it in your action board and use it on the dwarf. The dwarf stance raises your character's protection and lowers the precision of any enemies attacking. However, a character who is defensive stance cannot perform an opportunity attack. Defensive stance can be cancelled if the character gets stunned, knocked over, or scared. Select it and then use the dwarf. Select it and then use it on the dwarf to protect them from incoming attacks. Alright, Orc Strength. The shortest path to your companion is blocked by crates. Thankfully, some elements of environments can be destroyed. Fragile looking crates. Usually they take 1-2 hits to break. Ogre is brutal and can destroy in 1. Plus, he cannot miss the attack. Attack the crate to open up the path for your companions. Alright. Critical hit. You just got hit by a critical hit, and the barbarian's now unconscious. He's not fully out of action yet, but you have a limited number of turns to rescue him with a healing spell or a potion. Beware, a character who's fallen unconscious in battle will suffer an injury. The wizard has a spell of Cure Minor Wounds. It's not a very powerful spell, but it can be used at range. Select Cure Minor Wounds. Alright, let's put it on him. Ooh. He's back to going good. These enemies can immobilize you with a Crippling Strike. An immobilization character can still act, but they cannot move anymore. They're also easier to hit. Alright, so we got this guy.
Not in your dreams.
Oh, good luck. Nice. Worked. Oh. Choppy, choppy. Alright, so this guy can't move. He's done. What is it still? Deals damage and knocks over your target.
And boom! Fly away!
Goodbye. Ogre. Alright, so we're down to 2 guys left. This guy's forever having problems.
Toga, swala, bourgeoisa!
Alright, can't hit that guy. But I can hit this guy. Miss you, knucklehead.
Oh no!
There's that guy. Alright, can't hit that guy yet. A little bit closer. Guy's down. Oh, I mucked that up. I wanted to put defensive on this guy and I didn't do it. That sucks. There. He stays there with the dwarf. Skip this guy. Think I can do backstab?
Didn't see that one coming, did you?
Oh, he dodged it. Okay, there's that. The enemies are fleeing. Alright, so they want to get to that yellow box. They're not going to get to there. Zap. Victory!
I was thirsty.
Good work. Click back. Alright.
Look out, it's a weirdo. Old dude with staff. A wizard!
It looks more like a broom. Hello?
Hey, pay no attention to me. In fact, you shouldn't even be able to see me. It's just my invisibility ring acting up again.
He's a wizard.
He looks more like a janitor.
That's very reductive. I'm the head cleaning operative of this dungeon's mortuary maintenance, Janos Hitor. I deal with the corpses left behind by adventurers. The smell would get unbearable without me.
Akala yum yum orkum.
He's just gonna eat this orc if you don't mind.
I don't, as long as the floor stays clean, and it means less work for me.
Ew, I'm gonna be sick.
We're looking for a way to the next floor.
Usually, people like to take the stairs.
Yes, but there are some magic locks.
Really? Didn't notice them. I must be immune thanks to a spell of mine which enables me to go wherever blood has been spilt.
We could make him take us to the dungeon, Master.
Yes, take us with you.
Nuh-uh. No time for such threats. Got work to do.
A wizard. That was a wizard.
He realized he should withdraw with haste.
Who's this haste guy?
Alright, so any consumables you find can be equipped on your character's belts from your inventory. Move forward into the dark hallways of the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk.
I think I'm hearing some vague chanting in the distance.
Yeah, I think it's too quiet.
This room might be trapped. Beware. We should find some other way.
I'll not listen to you anymore. You're a downer and you bum me out.
I just have a survival instinct.
Coward!
Whoa, 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 what's with all the shit talking?
To them kissy buddies.
Oh, dang it. A trap.
I told you so.
You should have detected this trap.
No one asked me to.
What? You... Well, it's official. I'm going to ignore the thief now.
Anyway, now we're asking you. Would you mind looking out for traps, please?
Well, I'll see what I can do.
I don't get why we're wasting our time with this guy.
Neutralizing a trap is a risky endeavor, which could bring one to a gruesome end.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Alright, trap detection. A trap is a staple of dungeoning and can be very dangerous for your team. Thankfully, the thief can't detect them. To activate trap detection mode, choose the thief as your leader. Right. Detecting trap is good, but disarming it is better. Once he has spotted a trap, the thief can only try to disarm it. Get close to the statuette and interact with. Alright, to attempt to disable it. Alright, there's the trap.
Slowly pull on the latch.
Well done. Good job. It's one less trap to worry about after successful disarming a trap. The thief can add a bomb to their inventory. Alright. Oh, there's something on the other side.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa, what the fuck is going on now?
Welcome to the fabulous contestants of our show, the Wheel of Misfortune, hosted by our sponsor, Durandil Swords. With Durandil Swords, friend of all warlords.
Fucking talking goblin. Impossible.
Huh, he must be half goblin.
Yeah, but what species could look at a goblin and want to have its babies?
Mix violence and alcohol and bam! Anything can happen.
Here we have our squinty-eyed ranger, our headstrong barbarian, voracious ogre, an almost but not quite wizard, a gawky elf, a chicken shit thief, and a dwarf. You know, just a dwarf. Welcome, dear contestants. Have a go at our wheel and discover your destiny. With our sponsor, Guthelm Helmets. With a Guthelm helmet, you can ransack an entire kingdom.
If there's loot to be made, we should try. We'll kill him after. Come on, I'm giving this shit a spin.
Wait. Be careful, this game could be cursed in some way.
Great! Our friendly contestants just won 5,000 gold coins, courtesy of our sponsor, Gorzine Detergent. Gorzine, to scrub gore and beans for battles and cuisine.
Epic.
Yeah!
And since we're not stingy, we'll throw in some healing for the entire party.
I do have some split ends.
It sounds too good to be true.
This won't end well. I'm sure of it.
We'll take another spin. More gold. Again, more.
Don't be afraid. Have a good, strong spin. You can never lose with our sponsor, Lorleann's Shampoos.
That is a good shampoo.
Yeah, but I'm not sure it can help us untangle this mess.
Alright, so they just gave me 5,000 more coins. There's another spin.
No, I don't want to leave. I want more gold coins.
Alright, so this guy is going to be forcing us to do the spin. Womp womp.
Oh no, what a stroke of bad luck. You just lost all your previous winnings.
What? Did we lose everything?
That little rapscallion.
They skin you alive. Give our money back.
Come on, don't fret. You can decide to stop playing now or go for one last spin. But I must warn you, the consequences could be dire.
It's not such a good idea to keep going. This seems to be rigged.
No, just one more. I'm going to win it. I can feel it. Gold coins. They're calling to me. Calling to me!
He's totally lost it.
Come on!
Alright, so we had 5,000. It's gone. Spin the wheel.
Great! Our brilliant contestants win the highest prize on the Wheel of Misfortune, a formidable magic amulet, brought to you by our sponsor, Luzax Insurance.
Yippee!
A magic item. That's useful.
What, that's it? Is it made of gold at least? Can we sell it? Give it to me!
Whoa, 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 but you'll have to earn such a coveted prize. It comes with a challenge, a fight to the death, courtesy of our sponsor, the Decorative Caskets Factory, Necrorame.
What?
Let's run!
Oh, crap.
Well, I'm signing off, but let's hope to meet again soon. Now back to the studio with our sponsor, Easy Dungeon. With Easy Dungeon, you'll be home for luncheon.
Alright, so this looks like it's the final battle for this area. This time it's for real. This battle is going to be tough. One, from now on, difficult settings you choose is going to be taken. You can still access the inventory during the planet phase. Alright.
Yeah! Batako!
Go for the eye!
Alright. So he's all done. No. Alright, so now the barbarian's turn. Maybe he can go around the back. Dwarf?
Tokoraji!
You just got poison. As long as you're poisoned, you'll take some damage at the beginning of every turn. Antidotes like this. Alright, fine.
Riva stuck!
Oh my god. Magical resistance.
Yato!
That didn't even hurt! Okay, a
Critical
little.
hit. Let's move this guy out. Wizard. Alright, let me not use that big spell yet. Dodge, what the hell?
I'm here. Just saying. People tend to forget me.
So he's gonna try to go for a backstab. Nice. She got a really good hit there.
Zapovidi!
Oh man, they're going for the barbarian. Nice, he missed. Nice, he missed. Where's this guy gonna go? Woo! Another miss. Come close, come close, come close, come close. Yes, that's perfect for the wizard.
Aha! I've got the moves.
Oh my god, what the hell is this? Reinforcements. What in the world?
Hold your ground!
Alright. You just buffed everybody. So this guy can't move.
Crowd taking time off for spring break or what?
Oh boy. Critical fail. Alright, so he's stuck there.
That hurt.
This guy. Knock over this guy.
And boom! Fly away! Lost immediate!
Another critical fail. Wow. Oh my god, not good. Oh, at least we killed something.
Toga, swala, bourgeoisie!
There, another person's down. Another one down.
Yum yum boo boo.
Got a girl. What did it say for the red box? Oh, I think that's where they're going to be coming in.
Take that and strike!
Nice. Another person's down. Leave her there. Her. Go more back, because if these guys come in, they're going to be a problem.
That didn't hurt.
Oh my god, look how many came in. There's an elite there.
Yes!
So that guy's almost dead. Let's support the girl.
Here I am.
Oh boy, there goes my barbarian. Oh, good, he missed. Good, he missed. Oh my god, they're missing. This guy needs a heal. Damn it. unconscious. Alright, this guy needs to move. Okay, she needs to heal this guy. Nice, he's gonna be back to life. Good. Move her behind. Rip. Goodbye, goodbye, Barbarian.
Oh no.
Barbarian's gone. There's so many of them over there. Oh, let's kill this guy here.
My turn.
Oh boy, this is the elite guy. Alright, so he didn't do too much. Alright, that did big damage there. That guy's done. Let's do
Hold your ground!
My turn. Ah!
Oh boy.
Out!
This guy's still poisoned? What the hell? Let's see if I can zap this little guy back here, because he's gonna... Oh my god, I can't get to him. Shit. Oh well. Miss.
Greenskins make nice drumskins.
Oh my god, I can't do it. Wait, I gotta pause here. Delay the turn. Oh my god, it dodged. This is so not good. I'm so in trouble. What does he do? So he needs to tank up.
Zoom!
Okay, she needs to heal, but she can't heal. Needs more astral energy? Damn, she doesn't even have astral energy. Miss. What the hell? Alright. Hopefully you can kill this guy. Oh, 1 HP. What the hell? Good luck. Oh my god, you missed too. Jesus. Oh god, not this guy. Can't even attack. Wait.
Oh!
Parry.
One goblin, fine. 100 goblins, trouble.
And boom! Fly away!
He didn't go knockdown. Oh no, I got poisoned. Oh, come on. Is this one up here?
Magic not good.
Alright, another guy's down. Stay alive! Gotta kill at least one person. There, get rid of that. Please. Good job, you did one thing. He can't move. Miss. Hmm.
Hold your ground!
Get a buff.
I don't need you guys.
So I can get a heal here. Okay, can we bring the ogre back up? That That's not working. What the hell? I can't heal any of them? This way heal. Come on. Rip that guy.
Oh!
Physical resistance. Oh, he actually did some damage. Oh, tank. Good. No, don't hit my girl. Alright. Kill him.
That's not good!
Nice. How much HP does this guy have? He doesn't have much, alright.
Ah!
I need the girl to stay alive. No.
Hey.
Alright.
Ah, finally some easy adversaries. I think.
Alright. He's gonna die. They're gone. Alright. A little bit more damage. This guy needs to die. Or knock him down.
And boom! Fly away!
Alright, he's dead. Nice.
Hey, watch the robe.
Guard the wizard. Shit. Alright,
Don't stand so close to me.
I need this to connect. With the support of the other guy, it might be enough. Let's see.
In your face!
Nice. Alright, so we're down to one guy.
Oh!
Okay, so now this guy needs to tank this guy. And then the girl and the guy needs to finish him off. Hopefully this connects. Nice. Oh my god.
The safest
The
battles
ranger
are the ones
leveled
you
up.
don't take.
Everybody level
Ouch!
up. Heal everyone.
Well, it tastes bad. Reminds me of my granny's soup.
Ha! We got him good.
Easy.
He's gone, and so is his wheel.
Pernicious parsley pies. The only thing left of him is that amulet. It has the same symbol as that weird magic seal.
Who gives a shit? It's made of gold. It's mine.
Wait, magic items can be very dangerous.
Who gives a shit? Whoa, I don't feel so good. Help me! No!
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, fuck me. Hey, dwarf! Get back here or you'll make the elf happy!
Good riddance.
We've got to get that moron back and continue on our quest.
Character sheet and skill sheet. You can now access the character sheet and skill sheet menu. Open it to learn more. Ooh. Okay, on the left, you'll find your character sheet. Here, you'll find what natural attributes and raise them when you gain a level. This is also where you can check your experience meter The statistics can raise your main attribute. Agility influences your precision and dodge. Strength influences your damage. Constitution influences your HP and your physical resistance. Intelligence influences how powerful your spells. Courage influences your initiative and magical resistance. Finally, charisma determines how much support you can get. There are other main attributes influence secondary attributes. They're highlighted when you move over the cursor. All right. Active and passive skills. On the right is your skill tree. Each character has one. It's divided between active skills and passive skills. Skills are divided in numbered tiers from 1 to 5. This means you must first choose a role, one skill to unlock tier 2, and so on. All right. So we got 2 points here. This is for the ranger. Let's see. First aid heals at the melee range. Applying chicken medicine becomes more powerful. First blood. Double damage on targets with full health. Passive skills. What's this? Ranger can now wear heavy leather armor. The ranger is adjacent to an elf. He gains +4 courage. Thieves, he gains +10 crit. Alright.
This is way more useful than stuffing chairs.
First blood. Alright. There's that.
A real leader needs real skills.
Alright, so nobody else can level up. It's just him. So all of our dudes are like injured.
Crap, what a mess.
Gotta use the bandage on them.
I've got some nuts for the squirrels.
What? Wow, gotta use a bunch of bandages.
Spruduff buddy.
There goes all the bandages.
If it stinks, it's my boots.
Alright, so we got a leather belt. Where does this go? Oh, it goes down there. Alright. Okay, that's it for that. Let's take a quick look up here. He failed. Huh.
Hello, noble adventurers. Would you be interested in some magication?
Hi, are you a wizard?
Oh, goodness me. I'd never. I'm a far magician. Pirin, Tobias Pirin, at your service.
Far magician? What is that exactly?
I create magical medications called magications. I'm specialized in magic pharmacopoeia, called Far Magic.
Fine, but what's it for? Does it actually work, or is it bullshit?
For example, I have amazing preparations for people who quit drinking or to get rid of hangovers. Adventurers tend to like those.
This is a rather unlikely place for a shop, isn't it?
Well, it's cheap. I got this spot for peanuts. I'm currently just settling in. Come back later. I'll show you some interesting magications at very affordable rates.
Huh. I thought that no one had ever entered this dungeon before.
Oh, quite the contrary. It's very popular. Who told you such things?
Our sponsor. Some hooded guy we met at Twisted Veil.
Yes, typical hiring procedure for a party of beginners.
Say, by any chance have you seen a dwarf? He's sort of dwarf-like?
Why are we looking for him? We're doing fine without him.
No, I didn't see him. But if he's small, he could be sneaking by right under our noses.
We're also looking for the third statuette of Gradual Fulcrum.
No, the statuette of Gladradulfa.
I thought it was the baguette of Rapadulfra.
No, that's not it. It's... Oh, wait, our sponsor wrote it down on a piece of paper. The 12th statuette of Gladulfra.
Never heard of it, sorry. But you should ask around at the inn. Maybe someone will know about it.
Yeah, right. An inn. In a dungeon?
Come. An inn. Do they have ale?
Some areas are open to the public. Take the stairs. You'll see for yourself.
This is all a bit unnerving.
Our victorious party travels forth in its quest for the statuette and their vertically challenged companion, who disappeared after taking hold of a mysterious amulet.
The end. You've gone through the basics. Now you're free to explore the dungeon on your own. You can find these tips and many others in the game Tips and Encyclopedia menu. Alright, well, there you go. That's a good first look at the Dungeons of Naheulbeuk. Oh my god, I'm probably not saying that right. This is the Amulet of Chaos, right? Again, this is on the PC Game Pass, and again, since I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly, just check the title of this of the video or the stream or description. We'll probably have the name of the game. You can just look it up there. Thanks a lot, everybody.